Stacey.
I'm Bryan.
And today we're reviewing
Gerald's Game.
It's a new movie on Netflix.
We didn't plan that.
No.
Gerald's Game is based on a Stephen King novel by the same name, Gerald's Game.
Which you have not read.
I have not read.
He's read all the other ones.
Every book.
Not really.
Every book.
Really?
No.
Gerald's Game is about a man who's like 50 or 60 and his slightly younger wife, and they maybe are going through some relationship woes. He works a lot. They're not really satisfying each other in the bedroom. So they decide to go on a romantic retreat to their other house. They have a lot of money.
And she's promised to try some new things to help spice up and maybe save their relationship.
But they haven't talked about what those things might be. So they're almost to the cabin. They see a dog in the road. It looks hungry. It's like eating some roadkill.
So she decides to give it some steak, and she cuts up his $200 steak.
Which he has 4 of. Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe beef.
From Kobe. He's a little mad, but he's like, oh, I love you, it's fine, let's have some rough sex. So they're gonna make love.
If that's what you call.
I guess it's not love. It's they're gonna make sounds.
Hate.
They're gonna make hate at each and in each other. They start the foreplay, which is him being creepy as hell.
He ties her to the bed with handcuffs.
He ties her to it. You think he should just handcuff her? He ties her. It's like, why did you even get those?
He handcuffs her to the bed. He's like, pretend to scream so someone can see if they can hear you.
Pretend to scream so you can see if someone can hear you? Wait, what did you say?
What do you think he said?
Why don't you just scream? No one can hear you, it'll be fun.
And she's like, I don't think that's for me.
Yeah, she's not that into it. He keeps pushing it and saying some creepy things.
Like calling himself daddy, which hits a red flag for her.
I feel like in the situation when it comes to being called daddy, the other person has to be the one to throw the word out first.
That's fair.
He starts being very rapey-ish.
And she's like, I'm really not into this. Please stop. And he's like, come on, you said you'd try things. She's like, no.
Yeah.
And then they stop, and then they have a fight. And he's like, you said, why did we come here? You bought a new dress, and you took the tag off and put it on the shelf above the bed.
That's important later.
And I took a Viagra and put the water glass above the bed.
That's important later. No one can hear you for miles around. We're going to have rough sex, and no one will be around to hear it. I made sure of that. That'll be important very soon. And then he has a heart attack.
A hard-on attack.
A heart-on attack. He dies. Falls off the bed. She's still handcuffed.
She's not sure if he's dead at first, but then she sees a pool of blood trickling from his head.
It's been a hard fall, I guess, to the floor.
I know. He just kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's freaking out. Doesn't know how to get out. She can't seem to get out of the handcuffs. She can't reach anything.
Dog shows up. Guess what? Starts eating her dead husband.
Flesh pieces at a time.
Pretty gross.
Yeah.
And that's when she starts to maybe lose her
mind?
sanity a little bit. Yeah. Like a hallucination of her husband starts talking to her, and then a hallucination of, I guess, the strong, confident part of herself
Yeah.
is also there talking to her.
Kind of just reflecting on different parts of their marriage. They're kind of giving her advice on what to do, / making fun of her for being not smart enough to figure out what to do on her own.
All of this is filmed very well. I liked the way that they were able to take a movie with so few characters, and it's still, you kill one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still engaging and fun,
Mm-hmm.
and we get to learn more about her and the situation from this dialogue. I like that part a lot.
They help her figure out how to use the tag from her dress as a straw. They help her figure out how to get the water glass down so she can drink some water and not die.
She also realizes that even if she can survive here for a while, she's getting weaker, and that dog eventually is going to eat her. She starts falling asleep and having weird dreams of her past.
It's revealed that she does have some daddy issues because her dad was kind of a creep on a family trip one time to her.
He took care of himself.
While she was sitting on his lap looking at the eclipse.
And then somehow ended up making her feel guilty about it and promising not to tell anyone for her benefit. So it was understandable that she was having some reluctance with this weird daddy sex she was having with her husband.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fair. She's been there for a while. She's dehydrated. She falls asleep. She wakes up in the middle of the night.
We're about an hour and a half into the movie and the real villain shows up, the bone collector.
The Moonlight Man.
There's just this very creepy, well done, I'm scared of that guy, man standing in the corner of a room. She doesn't know if he's real or not.
Yeah, he's creepy as hell. He shows her his little purse full of like bones and jewelry.
She's been hallucinating her dead husband and herself, so there's a very good chance this guy's not real. But then there's also like very realistic blood footprints on the ground by the dog blood. Dog food blood?
The dog food, but that's technically right. Her husband's
I said what I said.
dead body's blood that the dog is eating, so that all checks out.
So she's like, I gotta get out of here. Maybe I can like rip the skin off my hand and slide out of these handcuffs.
And she does.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It's real gross. It's hard to watch.
Yeah. But she gets out of there, she gets in a car, eventually someone finds her, she goes back to society, writes her childhood self a letter.
But she's just kind of narrating all this stuff that goes on in her life. Just kind of just like really puts a dot in all the I's. Just really wraps it all up.
But her younger self's never gonna read it.
Yeah, I
so
know.
It's more just for her, I
Right.
guess. But we find out that the Bone Man is real.
He's real. He was really there.
He's got this like gross, disfigured face. He's like real tall and lanky, like Slender Man, but he's got some kind of condition that makes him look that way.
And he's a necrophiliac, murderer, and thief. There's a lot about this movie I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I liked the dialogue of her talking to herself, the different incarnations of part of her personality. That was well done, and it kept the pace going. It didn't feel long.
No. At some points, though, I was like, what is this genre? It doesn't feel that scary. It just feels like this woman kind of losing her mind, and a lot of it was like uncomfortable because like she's dealing with all this like bad stuff that happened in her childhood, and her husband's kind of mean to her. It's just about this woman that keeps getting in weird situations with men.
It's like a psychological thriller, maybe?
Yeah.
The real problem with this movie for me, at the end of the day, was that it all is about, when you really boil it down to like, she's afraid of this incarnation of death, right? The Moonlight Man. He's supposed to be like the apex of scariness in this movie.
And he is, but he's barely in it.
He's in it for so little.
More of him would have been good.
Literally just like a minute and a half more of him. Just really showing him being creepy would have been enough. But he's in it for so little that you almost like don't put that much weight on it until the end. You're kind of like, yeah, well, you saw a lot of crazy shit.
Like halfway through, I was like, I don't know if I like this because it's not really a horror movie. But when Bone Man showed up, I was like, I'm about Bone Man.
All in all, it was a pretty fun movie. Not perfect, but it was enjoyable.
Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment. Subscribe to our page. Find us on Twitter at Bryan and Stacey.
Like this video, comment below, tell us what you liked about the movie. Tell us your thoughts on The Moonlight Man.
Let us know if there's any other movies you want us to check out. We want to be your friend.
Dude, you wanna be your friend?
Not you.
No.
You.